Good morning everyone and welcome to this presentation. And today we will be discussing the Filipino cultural heritage. For my start, let me introduce myself first. I am Rester Puntal from BSA 2B. To start, we have here cultural heritage. Cultural heritage can be defined as the legacy of physical artifacts, cultural property, and intangible attributes of group or society inherited from the past. Cultural heritage is a concept which offers a bridge between the past and the future, with the application of particular approaches in the present. Due to its attached value for these groups or societies, cultural heritage is maintained in the present and bestowed for the benefit of the future generations. Moving forward, we have the cultural heritage types. We have here the tangible heritage and intangible heritage. First, we have the tangible heritage. Tangible heritage refers to the totality of the cultural property, which historical, archival, anthropological, archaeological, artistic, and architectural value, and with exceptional or traditional production, whether of the Philippine origin or not, including antiques and natural history specimens with significant value. So, as scope of tangible heritage, we have the tangible movable heritage. So, it says that artifacts, costumes, weaponry, instruments, books, artworks, religious item, and etc. were the example of tangible movable heritage. So we have here also the tangible belt heritage. For example, church, mosque, or schools, government buildings, streets, park, monuments, and etc. So, as well as we have here the natural heritage with cultural sites. So we have here the mountains, volcanoes, forests, caves, plants, animals, rocks, and etc. Next is we have the intangible heritage. Intangible heritage includes the tradition of living expressions inherited from our ancestors and passed on to our descendants. So, these are the examples of intangible heritage. We have here the oral traditions, performing arts rather, social practices, ritual, festive events, knowledge and practices concerning nature and universe. And lastly, we have here the knowledge and skills to produce traditional crafts. So we have here the Article 5, that means the registration and conservation of cultural property. So under the Section 14, or the establishment of Philippine Registry of Cultural Property, says all cultural properties of the country deemed important to cultural heritage shall be registered in the Philippine Registry of Cultural Property. These commissioned through the appropriate cultural agencies and local government units shall establish and maintain this registry within the 3 years from effective or the effectivity of this act. So, moving on to the next topic, we'll be discussing about the types of heritage we have here in the Philippines. And to introduce our next reporter, I'm introducing you Mr. Charlie Pilayo for discussing ng national heritage here in Philippines.
Morning. Article 5 is Registration and Conservation of Cultural Property. Section 14, Establishment of Philippine Registry of Cultural Property. All cultural properties of the country deemed important to cultural heritage shall be registered in the Philippine Registry of Cultural Property. The Commission, through the appropriate cultural agencies and local government units, shall establish and maintain this registry within three years from the effectivity of this act. Next, rice terraces of Philippine Cordilleras, the Banawi Rice Terraces of Filipino Hagdan-Hagdang Palayan ng Banawi. Binawi are terraces that were carved into the mountains of Banawi, Ifugao, in the Philippines. By the ancestors of the Igorot people, the terraces are occasionally called the Eighth Wonder of the World. It has been known to be a product of handiwork carved by the hand by the native ancestors around 2,000 years ago to plant rice for sustenance. And next, and the next is Puerto Princesa Subterranean River. The Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park site in the Philippines was inscribed on the World Heritage List in 1999. It is one of the most important protected areas of the Philippines. It features a spectacular limestone or karst landscape with one of the most complex cave systems. It contains an 8.2 km long underground river that flows directly to the sea. On November 11, 2011, Puerto Princesa Underground River was provisionally chosen as one of the new seven wonders of nature.
So good day everyone. So I am RGT Pagayunan from BC Tobe. So my topic is all about the historic city of Bigan. So Bigan is the unique for having preserved much of its Hispanic colonial character, particularly its grid street pattern and historic urban layout. It its significance also lies on how the different architectural influences are blended to create a homogeneous townscape. The total area of the municipality of Vigan is 2,740 hectares or 27 square kilometers. Vigan is unique among Philippines towns and city because it is the country's most extensive and only surviving historic town that dates from the 18th century Spanish colonial era. So, the example of the cultural heritage of Vigan is the Church of San Agustin in Intramuros, Manila. So, this is a all-stone church complex completed in 1607 is the oldest stone church. Ano, i-post mo? So, the example of the cultural heritage in Vigan is the Church of San Agustin in Intramuros, Manila. So, this is all stone church complex completed in 1607 is the oldest stone church in the country, being relatively unchanged since its constructions. San Agustin is built out of locally quarried adobe stone in lime mortar and is designed in the neoclassic Baroque style. San Agustin Church was the only building left intact after the destruction of Intramuros in World War II, built between 1587 and 1606. It is the oldest church in the Philippines. The massive facade consoles on ornate interior filled with objects of great historical and cultural merit. Example of natural heritage in Vigan is La Nuestra Señora de las Asuncion Parish Church. The Nuestra Señora de las Asuncion Parish Church, Santa Maria, Philippines, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in a massive Baroque church built in 1769. It's located on a hill with a stone retaining wall and overlooks the town of Santa Maria. The church has an exposed brick facade, a large octagonal bell tower, and nave that's flooded with a natural light. Some say the church is worth effort, typically the 83-step staircase to reach up. that's the end of my report. So the next reporter is Mr. Luston. So break a leg.
So good morning everyone. I am Rimar Luston from BIS A2B, and today I will continue the discussion of RG Pagayunan from the topic about the Filipino cultural heritage. So the next example is the Church of Santo Niño Tomas de Villanueva. So this Church of Santo Tomas de Villanueva in Miagao, Iloilo is one of the most outstanding examples of the fusion of the Western Baroque style with the Filipino folk motifs. The squatness of the church, the massive bell towers, and the angled batterness reinforce the visual identity of the structure as a fortress architecture. So the church overall architectural styles falls under the Baroque Romance, constructing the church adobe, egg, coral, and limestone. So next is the Tabon Cave. So the Tabon Cave is a cave system located in Lipon Point, Panitian, Quezon, Palawan, and the Philippines. Dubbed as the country cradle of civilization, it is a site of archaeological importance due to the number of jar burials and prehistoric human remains found starting from the 1960s, most notably the Tabon Man. So that's all of my report, and I'll give the presentation of Raljan Irihe.
So once again, good morning everyone. My name is Reljan Elruihi and I will be tackling the Mount Baco National Park. So the Mount Iglit Baco National Park was proclaimed by Virtue RNA number 6148 dated November 11, 1970, such as it is an initial component of National Integrated Protected Area System under the Mount Iglit Baco NP encompasses the last eight major river system and has a wrong terrain composed of its slopes. It is an essential component of National Integrated Protective Area System under Mount Iglit. Baco Inpi composes the eight major river system and has a wrong terrain composed of slopes, river, gorger, and plateaus. The park of the habitat of the economic tamaraws, which is the Bubalus mindurensis, which is one of the most serious endangered large mammals because of the endangered tamaraw. Mount Iglit Baco National Park characterized by the complex of terrestrial, wetland, and marine ecosystem. The Batanes group of islands consists the 10 small islands bounded by East Channel and north by the Pacific Ocean on the east, by the South China Sea on the west, and Balintang Channel on the south. It is one of the last remaining areas in the Philippines having unique natural physiographic features, wave-cut cliff, and cave-like outcrops, slick, secluded white sand beaches, resulting of resulting from its position where strong winds and fast currents have etched one of the distinct morphology. It is an important flyaway of many migratory bird species. And the there portion of the marine environment are few remaining sites were pink and red corals. The Kabayan town of Benguet province in northern Luzon boasts two possible UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Mount Pulag National Park and the Ibulao Far Mami Rural Caves. The better I visit early November 15. Five cave sites are open for reviewing a visited three of the cave, Timbak Cave and Technological Cave. According to locals, many other burial caves are found all over the Kabayan Valley and the support decision and keeping the secret. A number have been stolen and sold in the black market and those in five cave sites are in need of conservation. Next is the Northern Sierra Madre Natural Park. The Northern Sierra Madre Natural Park is within the Sierra Madre Biographic Zone, which lies along the eastern side of Central Luzon and Northern Sierra Madre National Park. It is one of 10 priority protective areas in the country. The Northern Sierra Madre Natural Park is considered one of the most important of the protective area system of the Philippines. It is the larger protective areas in country and the richest in terms of genetic species and habitat diversity. The importance of park is underscored the importance of park underscored by the myriad of rare and endangered species of flora and fauna that is support. These include Philippine eagle, golden crowned flying fox, Philippine eagle owl, Isabella ariole, green sea turtle, and long-head turtle, hawkbill turtle, Philippine crocodile, and the last one, dugong dragon.